defensive
I would
side
view
this
that
one,
as
Vans.
pretty
Double
much a
tango,
free
by the way.
win.
And looking at how NRG is going
They
to
should feel
get
like
their
this should be a
attack
free
side
win
in,
as
it's
well.
probably going to be this
Really.
4-1 again, or splitting
C9
out where
on
FNS is
defense,
going to
NRG on attack.
and then lurk on the team.
We got raid boss again.
Towards mid, FNS lurk.
Yeah, Victor
and
raid boss
already
again.
NRG is creating action towards mid.
Well, there goes the raid boss.
Terrific. Classic for Moose, though, is able to score first for Cloud9. So a good start on their defensive side. Alarm bot gets immediately broken, but that's Ethan with the spike on his back.
NRG probably changed their haven. I think so.
Here.
They're
I
I saw the coaches go on Twitter say that their comps aren't the issue.
Towards mid. Once the spike's planted, it'll be NRG kind of filing out into the site, and they'll be able to set
I reckon
up
they
post-plant,
have
but
the
this is going
same.
to be a good pinch as the time is 1 minute now.
And everybody's looking down towards under the pipes, and there's Oxy scoring through with
That
the
was very nice in this one, very convincing. It's just such a good kill over towards mid. Once that raid boss goes down, it's such a heavy investment that it's just really hard 5v4.
From defense, let's go. They start off on the
pistols,
right foot here
2-1.
from the side of Cloud9.
Oh my goodness, what is that? Let's try that again.
Oh
Oh my god, I did it again.
Pushed up for a
2-1.
second. Somebody else pushed this or that. It just discombobulates energy so much, and they even considered that that push was coming in. It was just being that step ahead for C9.
It's like I
shots
mimicked
hit.
it perfectly. I don't know what's going
A
on.
little bit of a break.
Looking
Get
like
that
this, bro,
breather
that's
in.
sixes.
Noxy, we're starting
Criminal.
to hear him now.
That six is actually
Needs
criminal,
to
you're
be
right.
louder. Second round here, Cloud9 again.
Let's get that 6
Alarm
change to
bot
1
very
point surely.
fast under tube, and they push up for the alt door.
Able to get that one as well. Rooney's just waiting to see if there's going to be more pushing through. Goes for a
Right,
blind
how do they
shot dart,
handle
but
the
no contact.
anti-eco?
All the
Everyone
initiated utility
buys
sits at A
kind
right
of
now.
allowed 2
Very
deaths.
easy to tell from that A site
Every
what's
kill
gonna
is
happen with
a good bit of
energy,
damage,
so
though.
no real movement for C9 right just yet.
Every kill means
Oxy's
that
got
the
a
next
Guardian watching down
next
that
round
long
bonus
B
is going to be
area,
weaker.
so easy to stay in their positions right now. It's harder for FNS to figure out what's
NRG
going on.
need to
He doesn't get as
2-0.
much lurk potential on this one.
Any
as they're staying
knowers?
together for
I
this
don't think they
first
need
round.
to, but I think it helps them.
Everything's being
long
watched
run.
well. They have the alarm bot.
I think if they win
no
both their
mid-lurk
games,
potential
they're
for NRG.
fine,
That's
right?
probably not the game plan, as you have only pistols on
obviously,
your end.
2-0 would help.
Down on the attack.
That
They tried to go
other
for a surprise to
situations.
try to take down Oxy. Big flash to come through though, and a dash comes across. But Vanity was there for the support. Only 2 left alive now.
This
for
is their
NRG.
last game?
Make that
This is their
even
last
one.
game?
Vanity is trying to
Okay,
build
after
up
2-0? Oh boy.
his pit, and he will do so halfway there as he gets 4 kills in that
Oh,
round.
and
Yeah,
NRG
this is
must have
gonna
put
be
so
a
much effort
big
into
start
their
for
Haven, thinking
C9.
they're going to pick Haven.
But did they get stalled by the momentum? Still a few kills here going onto the side of C9 are going to be lower
Mahim
buys.
23 with the prime.
And
Thank you, the
that
6
wall,
months.
You can hear the gas hissing about to go down. See Crash, he's just trying to hide from it, but he gets his head taken off by Oxy, who's also going to start to get going on this Reyna. 5-0 for Vanity. He picks out the Marshall. All right, all right. Let's see if they can get some early tags here to wear away at this armor of energy and start the round off. 3 push towards pipe this time. And it's not going to be that focus for alt orb just yet. They want the room, not the orb.
Hey, on the bonus,
B is the play,
C9,
though,
they
Vaughn, so
aggro
they're gonna have
over
to rotate
towards A,
fast here on
3,
these
4
weapons that Energy
people.
holds.
Gap
So
in the
double
wall,
delay,
up on the B
comes
side,
to the
and Moose is
smoke,
trying to
comes to
surprise
the
one, but he only
mollies,
has a
doesn't
stinger to
delay
work
too
with.
much, rotates
Damage down
miles
to 5
away.
HP,
NRG
forced
would
to
struggle
fall
to
back.
lose this.
You see on the other end though, they finally given up for Cloud9. That push that they had towards the A site.
Yeah.
They have a 1-player lurk only with the rest of them looking to fight back from Snowman.
Easy alarm bot behind. This should be a pretty good cleanup for Energy to grab. If they can do this flawlessly, that'll be huge.
It's a good start. Victor's at the top here of yellow. Ethan with the wall coming down, playing towards the danger. That's another player down towards orange. Oxy making that Guardian work for now. And as he goes for the re-swing, gets punished by Som. Zeppa's now left alive, and he's looking for the exits. 1v1 against Finesse.
7 HP?
Contact win
Almost.
by Finesse.
Armor
and
rebuy.
NRG score finally
That's
their
about
gun
it.
round.
1 gun rebuy, armor rebuy.
All right.
Not as much
C9
damage
with
as
the pushes,
C9 would
I
have
feel
hoped.
like obviously not a huge read since we just started Icebox, but knowing that Finesse is going to stay on that attack side.
They don't necessarily
could
need
give
to
them a little
2-0,
bit of a
but it
boom
helps
here
their
as we come into
options.
the gun round.
Okay.
The pushes
Love
they've
that.
been doing towards pipes, their reaction to play back on B to have more of a retake situation once they get this, and the utility to get back in sight.
What do you think about Viper after the
It's gonna
nuffs?
play out a little
Still
bit
strong.
differently. And we'll see if
Still
FNS
strong.
goes on a little
I think
bit
the
more
nuffs
of
are
a
pretty much perfect,
lurk
to be honest
mission
with you.
as we get into this gun round, or this bonus, I should say. Protected.
Glad they really went for
grab
it.
right away. Good delay by NRG, thinking about more than one thing on the map here.
Yeah, what's going
Push up by Sam already.
Yeah, is that fast?
Crazy.
Yeah, and do they know whether they put their alarm ball over towards the left side of middle? Oh my god, he's... Jesus, he's done so much damage though.
But Oxy does have the Empress to work with. Meanwhile, the spike has been planted towards this A site.
Yeah, this was so fast. This is looking like Alpha on Fnatic.
Activated, looking to clear out the A side.
Insta-send towards middle.
Repelling back towards the top of pipes, top of 410 rather. And this is just to kill time, so that Moose could get this backstab. The timing's looking pretty good so far. Gets that first isolation at the dice. It's traded off by Ethan, who's low on HP. Now time is of the essence. Against Oxy, has to walk forward. Knife out two to try to pick up the pace. Swings out on the side. The headshot onto Ethan.
Fine.
Comes back in for the defuse.
Yeah, he's fine.
That was a nice little play from both teams, but I don't
Bubble
know
was
if
close.
That's a tough one, man.
Oh, it was close. I thought he beat the bubble with it. Damn.
So close. Just the backpedaling there is what saved them ever so slowly for that last kill. And I love this play by NRG.
Oh yeah,
I think
dude.
Throughout the rounds they identified,
Dismiss
yeah,
with
that
the
bot's
speed.
gonna
Why
be
didn't
in
he?
kitchen and the alarm, sorry, the turrets in kitchen, the alarm bot goes under two, and you saw Sam hug the right wall in mid as he went through a smoke, like hugging that wall.
Oh my god, yeah,
The alarm
no
bot hadn't
dismiss.
encroached into that smoke area at all.
But he
So
messed
that
up, man.
timing was incredible with how they've been reading a bit of the map and just these first few rounds there. And obviously, the 1v1 is the 1v1. That's the way it goes. Time goes to NRG. And now we're into round 5 here.
Can he cancel out your dismiss? Yeah, he would have just he would have just defused it.
At least a bit of map control. They got two players there towards the garage. The Bucky's there. Yep.
Vanity surgical with the shotgun, so that could definitely cause problems. And
Hindsight?
Victor,
That's
too.
not hindsight. It's
so
just
many first
he
bloods
could have
in the
won it.
series already to start, and he'll get a second one.
Easy shot there towards the screens.
Like more hours on the new Reyna.
As Cloud9 was looking to rotate back towards the A site, and that the wall didn't come up fast enough there from Vanity on that side. That initiated the first entries out for NRG. Now just keeping them at bay. C9 definitely, they want to come in here to try to do a little bit of damage at this point, but we're looking pretty good for NRG to convert another round.
Yeah, this one and maybe even the next one. If Moose and Vanity aren't picking up a few kills here, you have 3 ults ready. Victor's Bladestorm is actually up. He just went down though. Finesse cleans up one more and they just go for this post plant. So should be another round after this. NRG can roll those ultimates into a win here. Cloud9's gonna have to be prepared.
A little bit of damage though.
Always good for one with any type of shotgun. But he will fall, and again, the round goes for NRG with some 2 nice entries out once again from the aggression. Off the gates from the attack side of NRG.
They're wild, just straight up in the face there. And playing kind of, if they're being displaced by the dart, right? You saw Victor play to the left side of it, where it was not detecting yet, and there could be a full peak. Just having that timing, having that knowledge of what's going to happen in the
nice
protocol,
early timeout
they are
though.
on top of it on the side of NRG.
Doesn't want it to
be another first
get out of
Cloud9
control.
timeout here on the second map. And we heard Emmy in the break. A lot of these fights are just being taken solo. He's like, I don't care what map it is. Start playing more as a team. I think we might have to see those retakes come in. You have the Gecko, you have the Reyna, you can double flash in and absolutely clear a spot. They're not getting the position to do so, or they don't have the members to do so when post plant time comes. Yeah, and that's the key word, the post plant. If anything, at the beginning of these rounds, the setup is still there. They still have some sort of buddy system. They've always had 2 players towards B, always 3 players pushing out towards the A main, but once the chaos ensues, once NRG steps on that gas and pushes towards the site, that's where it gets a little bit difficult for C9 to really find that coordination, to have that buddy system.
From champs points in EMEA and NA. What is it? 700 Thieves most likely from NA at the moment.
First deaths in favor of Cloud9, which is not a good look. Yeah. NRG continuing to find so much success.
Heretics. The only 2 in the running for EMEA,
spearhead
I think.
here, leading the attack with, as a Des mentioned as well from that previous map,
I think
Ethan
Fnatic
continues to shine
almost
on this
secured
role
it.
as a KO.
Looking back in that championship form again. All right,
Get out of my
lockdown's
way.
there for Moose. but I don't know if they are going to be ready to want to use it on this one. Victor comes in so fast here and trying to put pressure on the site. All the util over his shoulder to give him the free space.
Floats towards the air, dagger in the chest.
Moving on this one, we double pop ults as well. We understand it's a really big round, so NRG invests everything into it. We've got 1, 2, 3 people that can't buy next.
Spots all 3. Now all of NRG are going to start grouping up the fight. It's a 3 for 3, but RC's the one to get the first 2.
Man, they all went for this, all of them.
Now he's just trying to run that clock down. There's that Lear to come up.
Wait.
Dances around towards the back of the spawn.
Oh my god, but the gun was going to wreck him here. I like this from him though. Don't realize that they're going fast behind, they're going to think he's in this area.
Attacker spawn, and it's gonna
Oi,
spawn.
okay, they know they hit him. Gotta just find him. Guys, guys.
That pit, though.
Hiding and everything.
He's out of it. Back through. Gets a headshot.
No way, man. No way.
The impossible.
No way. It should never happen.
Never should have happened.
Oh no, C9.
An energy staple since the beginning. Continues to deliver rounds like this.
Oh man.
One for the record books. And it's not one C9 wants their name on.
And that's definitely something that Imi did not want to see. But back with the action, we resume. No time here for us to digest what the hell
Normally
just
I'm a
happened.
fan of the coach reactions. I can handle the face palms. I normally laugh at a face palm. That one is actually so brutal that I feel so bad for him.
NRG now in the lead by 2, looking to continue this momentum.
Unbelievable.
Towards his B site.
What a fumble.
Vanity just trying to hold his ground. He does have a pit. But a pit being used early would give a chance for NRG to really flood through. So we'll have a stalemate for now.
Set up on yellow.
Chai, you can't recover from that.
Feels comfortable in any of these positions.
There's no way they recover from that, right?
They slow it down, they figure out what they need to do, and it's like they pop out with the answer. Here it's going to be the quick plant. 0 point finds 2, but they're going to be able to get this plant down. And again,
oh, they need this round, man, just for the pure mental.
No effect there.
Just put every ult into it. I gotta see a killjoy.
Really give him a chance to really
gotta see everything.
Right? The spike is outside of it. At least gives him a chance here to hold the lockdown.
Oh
but there's that
no! And then they saw. Wait, we planted on top. He planted on top, so he didn't get it. She's gonna detain everyone, like literally everyone. Wait, what? What have I missed it? They're looking at the wrong hole. I thought they were all in it. No, I've lost my mind. I'm mentally boomed. What's going on?
I feel like okay, so we see the pit that doesn't give them enough room.
I can't go over the last round. I'm still stuck there. I've looked at the minimap. I thought that everyone's ult is the other person's ult.
Imagine if Seppa can throw a dizzy high and you get a Lyra.
I need a timeout, man. Someone give me a timeout.
Crosshairs are just being thrown everywhere for energy. But the pit went down and no real movement could be had.
Oh, they got so wrecked, though.
Because they weren't in position. And then NRG absolutely on point with the
they actually got so owned by the counter killjoy.
You can see bullets flying over their teammates' shoulders in these fights. And they pick up another round for.
Dude, I'm so mentally boomed from that other round. I can't even handle it.
Not there for C9.
Now they got an eco.
It's quite low. Sheriff's now still going with the same game plan for Cloud9 of pushing those 3 players towards the A main. Rooney was one away from the Hunter's Fury. But looks like Victor once again dashes forward.
The one round that they needed to keep their sanity in the team.
Down at 45, forced to fall back, but at least the cavalry is here. 4 players now holding the back lines, waiting for this wall to come down to hopefully find some players and hopefully make these shares work. But NRG decide to stop. They're gonna cut noise at the same time too, and now force Cloud9 to.
Do you even call it timeout? Like, I don't even know what to do around like that.
They're chasing.
It's one of the worst ones I've seen.
The sheriffs can do some double, triple taps and take somebody out, wear away at that armor. Still 2 lurking towards A as they try to feint towards B with this drone attack.
But Oxy's always ready. 5 HP
oh
left.
man, you gotta do it. You gotta do it for your team. They need a hero round.
Release that fake that they're trying to do for energy towards that B side.
40 seconds. They dodged the recon. If Rooney gets a kill, he gets his ult.
Group stand towards the A side. potential hit from NRG here.
Like the Death said, we're missing a little bit of that Super Saiyan power from Oxy lately. He seems to be shut down to most of these. As Zeppa comes up big.
Hold up. Spike down. One of them's got to go with it. That's still low HP, so it's okay. 2v2.
Back to an even situation. Better weaponry, our NRG on the pulse
New
plan
boys.
as Som
You
puts it
kids in
down.
the block.
Safe spot. They can't play too far back.
Got.
So their two teammates, Som and Finesse. Latest re-entry now onto NRG, working in tandem. When you want, can't ask for any better synergy than this. Finesse with the first kill.
Did we ever doubt it?
The second, rappelling up.
Did we ever doubt it, bro? Som's on for another ult.
Why not?
Farming him.
FNS and Som bring him back. They'll clutch the round, easy peasy. You can even see FNS preparing the next round, letting the team know what's going on. I don't know what he's saying specifically, but I bet you it's that. What rounds here from NRG? Zeppa tried to fire back, but still, Oxy was in sight by himself. There's no protecting that. And it's not like you can protect 5 HP, but they could have been given a little more util, a little help. There's these options you see.
Yeah, I can't stop thinking about that other round. How are they still playing the game?
A little towards mid here as NRG starts to work the map with the spikes down. We only saw maybe one of these rounds on their attack side ascent. So you can see just how often they go into these fact-finding rounds to see how C9 may want to play aggressive.
Someone gets a kill here. I'm gonna lose my mind. Okay, still good. This looks like the round. Give him the confidence.
Pings are coming out, so that's Som giving the information that there were 3 players trying to crunch through. But meanwhile, 2 players have inserted towards this A site. Spike finally picked up here by Crashies. It was left all the way back towards the spawn.
Had the chance to go back towards B, but they are securely in A right now. Maybe getting a little too quiet for comfort. There's Oxy. Getting loud.
I'm telling you, these crouches, man.
Continues to get loud. That's the second kill in the round. Crashies trying to find a lurk, but gets beamed. Still manages to win the fight against Zeppa.
Last player standing.
And there's Finesse. The IGL a 1 versus 3. Couldn't break the dart. Oxy moves down to get the third.
Do people die?
You wanted Oxy to start stepping up here.
Yep.
I mean, you mentioned
We've got a good amount of money here, though. So one person. Okay, they could actually tank a loss. One person would take a hit,
the
but...
hyperbolic chamber, and now he's coming out here full strength.
It's crazy. Is it a full moon? Are we good? Is it? Is everything in place?
At least he's 14 and 6, so he is definitely putting the frags up on the board.
Man, it's what they need. A lot of these rounds they're losing members too, so that one to have quite a few alive starts to build the economy. They get a gun round in their favor, but it's so much more work to do in that sense. Fast 3-2 split here, coming from NRG to take space.
They were a lot with this recon, and they were holding this angle as well. I mean, they know no one's over towards A, and with this B pressure, they might not expect the double middle.
Still, they're going to make it on the B.
He's just going to think that's one middle, right? Oh my god, Vanities.
Anchoring towards this B site. Oxy still alive towards yellow. Swings towards the right. The headshot onto Ethan. Advantage once again for C9.
That's unlucky.
Finesse trying to find that lurk.
Oh.
It was red, but not won by Moose.
Oh, okay.
Giving a chance now for NRG. Somehow,
No.
a 2v2. Oxy drops the spike.
Okay.
It gives information for
I'm surprised he won that kill.
Figure out where Rooney was, and that was an easy kill towards the back of the gate. Cloud9 finally finding some, again, breathing room on their defensive side.
And it's because they're putting themselves at the front of the site almost. They did a lot towards A in the beginning, sometimes grabbing the orb for Zeppa and Gecko, but were mainly pushed off by the Sova Dart. Here, Vanity's right there to fight him as they get onto yellow. They're not backing up into the site to play retake, and NRG was not ready for that. And this, I think, is the fight Cloud9 needs to go with. Being there, ready to fight, confident in each other. And while Vanity and Oxy were kind of split in any type of trade,
timeout makes a lot of sense.
They got their 1v1s in, and that's what counts.
It's an attack-sided map. I still think
NRG
NRG can have a pretty good game plan on defense.
This chat realizes a
But
few of
yeah,
these
I agree. They need like
maybe
7.
pretty easy
I
to
think they need
correct.
at least 7.
Yeah, you're really trying to calm it down here for Cloud9's side, because
Least
again,
one
they
more.
found some breathing room, stringing 2
You reckon
in a
an
row.
8?
And it really
I
looked
think
like
they would be
just
fine
like
with
NRG
7.
on
If
that
they lock
first
down
map
over
on their attack
towards
side of
B
Ascent,
on yellow, they've
full
seen a couple of
control
runs on there.
of the driver's seat of where they wanted to take you know, the map in their favor, but now you're going to see here once we get back inside the game, they don't have too much of the economy. Despite getting 6 rounds in a row here on the first half for NRG. And they want to try to potentially make and get some value out of this lower buy and out of these ults that they have available. They do have the null command and a pit to work with.
And just imagine where the game would be if there wasn't the otherworldly Som clutch that came in. C9 would have another round and maybe a little more momentum leading into the last few. So it would be more than these two we see right here, causing pressure for NRG to call the timeout. Maybe they can bring it to 6-6. Let's get this one started off here on round 11. Back to this A push though. Just mentioned this, and they will start to go for that Sova Hunter's Fury.
Think over towards A with the recon that clears everything.
Second orb in.
Oh, we got official.
Back to B for NRG.
Dogs. Oh,
no, delay. Go down.
Okay, they're definitely going to use this, so the null command to push them back. You saw here Finesse just pick up the orb, goes for a plant,
not another orb.
Lockdown on top of the pit, so definitely
D9
out of
having
this
nightmares.
timeout, they want to use a lot. Thankfully for Cloud9,
Dude, yeah.
they could fight inside this pit with.
It's actually the Viper official
But
again.
where do we put the lockdown down, so that
How
raises that clock even more.
More delay. Watching the backside, Crashies has that covered so the team can just look into sight, and Victor's in a weird spot. He can do a lot of damage here.
And he does so indeed. Headshot into Vanity, turns around, head on a swivel, but couldn't find a connection on a second one. Rooney's gonna be there for the swing. A 4 versus 4.
How are they gonna win this? They're just gonna spam the Viper. Aid is good though.
Now alone, sticking on to that defuse. Will he get it? At point 43.
This is a close game with some of this stuff.
The pressure on these rounds. One at .13. One at .4. We can see exactly how tight they're getting. And the NRG timeout doesn't matter. Cloud9 find another gun round. They get the post plant. They get the defuse.
Did he just think that he'd won it?
That one was
maybe
a struggle, but it took Oxy going forward again. Being the Oxy we remember.
How close was the guy to him that was running at him?
And Rooney as well able to pick up some pivotal kills here in the last few rounds, but man, just the push through, the
gets
confidence,
the shock off now.
Throwing NRG off their
He only would have got one off.
Is Oxy himself.
What was the guy's HP defusing?
Right.
Oh my god.
Just missed. Quick dodge, and he's going to be able to get out of that. Nicely done by Vanity, avoiding everything, delaying plant. This is NRG feeling comfortable at B, and they're going to pressure
26, wait, really?
plant again.
Oh my god. This is one of those games where everyone looks back at the VOD reviews like, well, you dismiss here, you ult here. You won these rounds. Everyone's got one.
Dismissing as he gets the kill onto Victor.
You kill this guy when he's been detained.
And now not
the
giving a chance
official.
for NRG to move up.
There's a good amount of them.
After that tap on the spike and the push through from Oxy, it seems that NRG for now are just going to try to hold back towards the green, potentially allowing Finesse to start activating this lurk and start pulling the rotation away.
Dude, you thought I wasn't going to mention it?
Lurk
I haven't thought about anything else for the last 5 rounds.
How much does C9 bite? Like, 4 staying together here is obviously the strength that they could use to retake it. But they will allow Zeppa to kind of go over and see if they can get an audio cue on whether or not the plant will be at A. This rotation here, FNS is going to be to relay everything that goes across just about. Here's the rotation.
We want to give it up here for Cloud9. Big fight up towards middle. And that's a star player down for Cloud9. Yeah. Finesse activating that lurk, and now has an
came in a little bit too late.
Boiler, but he's being followed by the alarm bot. It does
they
not
got the
matter.
7.
Everybody's storming
I
through,
think that
and
might be enough.
Cloud9 falls, and NRG will end the half.
Yeah, I really want to check how they're going to play over towards
C9 does not go aggressive. They don't meet
like,
NRG
I want to
at the front
see
of
the
site.
one-way smoke, some here, and
pass
someone
the
else
line of
dueling here.
on the map to rotate
I want to
back
see
and
this
forth,
is their
get the
main
info
setup.
they need, and bring that to a 7-5
It's meant to be an arrow.
Look at these positions, how good NRG has been so far of working towards this B side, activating it, dash every single time by Victor. And as he's just going to be the one baiting out all the shots, it gives a chance for everybody else for NRG to just fight together. Always so good in terms of how they work as a unit and as a group. Icebox is looking like a bare knuckle fight, and a new battle will continue after
This
the
was
break.
an absolutely stacked half, by the way. What a stacked half this was. There was so much going on. If I ever got a mute, dude, my YouTube channel's gonna get annihilated, man. Everything I upload just gets copyright striked. Guy got a mute. What channel's gonna not survive another week at this rate? Watch that round again. I can't, man. Can't. I know Imi's replaying it in his head every 10 seconds.
I am here with Alexis FPS, Pro Valorant Player for Shopify Rebellion. How are you?
I'm anxious.
Yeah, okay, yeah. I want to know, also aka known as Moose's girlfriend as well. So I got to ask you, how are you feeling right now about Cloud9's performance so far?
Well, after split 1, I kind of expected them to just lose every first map because that's kind of what they did. So if they lose at map 1, it's okay. There's still 2 more. Yeah. I was a little nervous in the beginning of this half after that Viper round, but it seems that they brought it back a little bit. Yeah,
so what words of encouragement would you give the team in general, but specifically Moose?
He knows I believe in him, yeah. So I don't even have to say anything. He just knows that he's got to do his thing and be confident.
Yeah, I think, would you agree, is the girlfriend buff a real thing? Does that, is that, all right, Oxy. But yeah, is the girlfriend buff a real thing?
I would say yeah, but Oxy doesn't have a girlfriend and he's farming right now, so.
Oh, that's, oh, I see, okay. I didn't mean to, hopefully I'm not rubbing anything in anyone's face. I'm sorry, Oxy, I'm sorry. I don't want to take him out of the game right now. But final thoughts before we head into the second half.
Go Cloud9.
All right, well, casters, take it away.
At least you know the vibes are still good here on the camp of Cloud9. Definitely a rough start on that first map of Ascent, but you've heard it. Just what Alexis was mentioning before. This is just a normal story, sticking to the script of what Cloud9 can bring here.
Another one, raid boss, 400, saving for the op once again.
That's coming out with a lot
they
of
are,
fire, trying to stay
on top of it.
Playoff contention. Yeah.
Win condition, get the op on Victor. Oh, that's what they're going for. I don't mean that the pistol isn't as important. Yes, it's always important.
It has to be the Oxy show right now.
Reduce it a little bit. Normally when you got these teams that base around the op itself,
they're gonna try to make this one fast towards B.
Lose the pistol, you kind of don't get it on your first buy round, you wait until like the 5th, 4th round.
But there's a lot of players from NRG right over here. Vanity scores the first blood. Seems like it was a good read by NRG from the start. They knew this hit was happening, but the fights are still in favor of Cloud9. Now tap on that spike. Som is able to just weasel his way around this B site. Now the wingman's gonna drop. He's still trying to find these kills and just avoids everybody until Zeppa finally turns back and gets the headshot. And Crashy's no chance now. 1 versus 4. I mean, he's good in the clutches. But this is maybe asking a little bit too much, as that now gives a
double pistol on this map. 2-2 overall.
And 3 kills for the pistol.
Huge there. You get the Gecko Thrash up. That's going to be great for site clear. But overall, Cloud9 switching how they're playing together on that round. We saw Vanity peeking. Zeppa was there to help the peak. They had cooperation on this push, and were even able to stave off that retake of people lurking back in by NRG. Really nice teamwork there by C9. I think that's what we've been looking for the whole time from them to come to fruition.
It's not bad.
A little bit of a fight here about to happen
against the eco.
Bare knuckle.
Might get a lot better.
Haymakers right
they
here
buy one.
Especially when Ethan has 2
sheriff
pop flashes, but they'll probably have to wait for the first contact to happen before they want to try to go for these swings, and that's Victor first. Makes sense. He has a dash to work with. Could be the first contact. You hear the L drone coming out though towards that B side, does get that ping. Oh, it seems like Oxy.
Look at Oxy, man. As soon as he saw that guy, he knew it was a setup.
Some pistol kills are coming through in favor of NRG. As the dash comes forward and Oxy was just waiting with that spike.
I mean, he did get a right click off.
1 left to go. As Finesse has fallen. Crashies hears the footsteps of the rotate, at least towards green. What could he do here with the classic?
They're expecting him to jump out of the woodwork here. Fake plant just to take him. He gets a headshot on, but
keep all the main guns into
little
it.
Armor gone from Oxy there, so not too bad. 7-7 now as we get to our bonus round. See where the Guardian goes. Yes, they do get that drop down.
Sure my main thing that I want to look at is how are they handling over towards
lasering people down. It is going to be the operator. We saw that right before the switch out for Victor on the defensive side. Let's see how C9 reacts to this once they figure it out. Good push. Oxy still kind of going off here. You can see just under Vanity at 9. So yeah, it's Oxy's playground game. We're getting exactly what we expected out of this Reina.
I guess they're trying to get util out of them early though.
Happening, Van Silly, because I feel like energy.
That is an incredible knife. That hits what, 4, maybe even all 5.
Nice shot coming out of Victor.
Wait, Zeppa hit a really nice shot. Wait, Zeppa just had an absolute round.
Is working on both ends. Op still available. Dash away finally grouped up now with Crashies. Is Victor going back? Looks like Cloud9 still wants to commit the fight towards this B site.
3v3 after that chaos. Great shots from Victor here to even it out.
Just trying to play contact. That's a nice lurk by Moose. Crashies is still on the top. Looking to go for the drop kill, and there's that first. Drops to the ground, he gets hurt! It got the take at least through the wall, but Vanity stays alive.
20 HP?
But still before he falls, there was Finesse that was able to at least make it a 1v1 as Vanity gets the wall bang.
Down to 7, tank to 13 HP bullet. Oi, oi, oi. Hold up. I tell you what, Zeppa did so good here. Killing the Viper, the one that's meant to delay all of this. That can't be happening from NRG. Can't have the Viper go down like this.
Tier 1, since these IGL brains had to figure out how to get through each other's defenses. So a cool round there. See Vanity come up with a low HP and play this spam through the wall. And there we go. Oxy's feeling it. That's going to hype up the team. That's going to hype up all of C9 here. Thrash is ready. You were mentioning Zeppa's focus on the alt orbs earlier, and they will head towards A. See if they can get that used here for an energy lower buy.
Cloud9 has the protocol here to deny orb. Given a chance here on the attack side to maybe
these
salvage
Fischl
one as well,
against
but
the
they
eco.
just want to make sure first.
Probably
there's not going to be an energy stack on the other side of this toxic screen.
Still 5 people here.
And they're just going to play it safe. That's a Thrash move out first. It will get info, especially with the recon dart pinging too. There's that first blood, the entry for Oxy. The wall layer cross towards the screen, but the support is there for Cloud9 towards the end.
The actual scaling was pretty good here. Everyone was together with these swings.
On the side of Cloud9, and once again, getting the bit.
I like it. Let's see this. It's kind of what we got out of our game yesterday when we were casting eventually. The duelist would go in, be a little bit of fodder in the situation, and you got everybody behind him picking up the kills.
Right. Yeah. Next buy rounds.
It was a full house.
Probably see a timeout, right? Unless they feel confident with their original plan.
3 for Vanity, 2 for Oxy. They're feeling good. We're going to start pulling up some more ultimates here. They can roll on that Viper's Pit as well as Oxy's Empress if they have to get a little crazy here. And he's going to be the first one here. Again, in and
still fighting over towards aggro. Yeah, I don't really like
it to get away from the 0 points.
Not too sure it's going to be a fast pivot now for Cloud9 though. All of them already grouped up towards the A side as soon as they found some aggression coming out here from Energy. A knife that came through from Ethan to find a little bit of that info.
Like the early alarm bot here though.
Towards the garage, and yeah, it's a quick temple.
And he gets over towards site, he has all.
Cloud9 rather.
Non-gifter, thank you so much. Whose Twitch name is that? Thank you so much for that. Okay, they gifted.
Actually, even a 2-4-0 as Ethan also comes towards the back of the site. Tap on that spike, but it gets denied by the utility. And just
oh my god, okay. Shots, yeah, good flood over towards site here. Everyone's joining at the same time. A little bit of a mistake
there actually is what got Oxy killed. Throwing the Lear a little too deep. It did not cut off the angle of the guys on rafters there, so I think he'll throw that different. I don't think they stray away from this strat, but you could see a little bit to the left there.
That is the big shot that changed everything in my mind, and I can't believe he's hit it.
Really easy shots for Energy to clean up on that. Just quickly playing around
timeout
as well.
Is
what
C9 just won.
Energy knows that push towards screens is coming.
Dude, Amy is not messing around.
Themselves, like you said, for the buddy system to make sure they can take out that 1-star power player. Cloud9 with the
maybe talking about the Killjoy stuff over towards A.
Round 18, 9-8 though here on Cloud9.
Like they're fast flooding.
Looking a lot more comfortable. Kind of brushed off the rust from map 1, like Alexa said. So it's map 1. I don't have to worry too much. It's all in the history books that they can lose that and still win.
And that was twice now for Cloud9 when they executed towards the A side. This time was read by Energy. When Oxy looks like he's moving alone here towards the left side of the screens, there's still initiator utility towards that back end to throw towards the right side towards Dice. And there's still players moving through. But after Oxy falls instantly, when NRG didn't play from a screen's rotate, they played on the top of heaven. It made it a little bit easier for them to flip back right after, as they're the first 2 players that are playing contact for NRG are able to drop a couple of players to give
and
a
the
chance
timeout.
to the rest to rotate
This makes
over.
NRG
So
switch
this
up.
timeout potentially,
They want to play Killjoy over to A's, now over towards B.
maybe scale
Or the
differently
switch to
towards
the
A
more
side, but
traditional
instead,
double blockers
it's
on
an
B.
operator out in the hands of Vanity, as is Viper.
And around they have Pit. No Phantoms either. All right, they're looking to go loud on this round. Let's push up. Ethan's going to grab the alt door.
Aggro. Real aggro. They close drones so they can follow it up. Wait, this is really nice. They see the drone though, so they probably, probably on top of that is Vanity has them off on it. Anyone pick up the op? Who's good? He's low.
When you talked about the ore picked up
Yeah, he
by
does.
Ethan, that's the null
This is
command
what I
ready,
wanted to
and
see. Some play here,
Sam
no
is
one
now
here to
getting
shoot the
tested
recon
towards
for him though.
yellow.
Oh my.
Free-fire shot.
Yeah.
Oxy runs into it, gets gooped by the dizzy.
Ah,
and
that's-
still gets the headshot.
that's
onto
insane.
Nebula. Spike has now fallen, and moves
Yeah,
right through the op.
how's he so good at this pause?
Look at
He
everybody back
pre-fired
up,
him.
like, oh,
He got hit by
wait.
the recon twice.
NRG is just holding the angles now, knowing the spike is down out in the open. And C9 has to go find it. Just in front. An easy grab here, but the fake plant is what I think C9's hoping to get a shot off of.
The jiggle by Ethan. Off shot does not connect, and too far.
All right.
Is Moose. Actually looks like Finesse has slipped through towards the alarm bot. He does get that kill. Rooney is out alone.
Oh,
It's
nice shock
traded
dart,
by
though.
shock darts coming out from the snowman.
Okay, I mean, shout out
Now
to
it's a
Som.
timeout.
Went above
No
and beyond,
saving
man.
grace for Cloud9. NRG will get the defuse and tie up the game.
And deliver an operator over to the side, or C9 will deliver that operator to NRG.
You failed.
And like you said, just getting around that alarm bot, the timing for the pressure is
Can't shoot the
was
recon. I think they
Moose
did
had
the
to go
recon
for that
anyway.
plant,
It's the one that
push
you
up
can't
just
shoot
out of
unless you're
range,
like here.
and see what is
The old
making
BBL
this
one
game
is
go
kind of
either way,
behind
those
the
little things.
whatever the hell this is, a crane.
The final moments of a round.
Bottom of the
so
crane.
this does go to Victor for the operator as we rewatch here. Som just ridiculous play here around yellow. It's like he
Maybe
jumped
they
and tried to
timed
shake off
the
Dizzy,
peak
but
a
keeping
little bit
himself
bad
alive
with
from
the
any
flash.
spray. If
Could
it
have
were
been
to come
better.
around the corner, it all works out in the end. All right, let's see what they have for round 19. Cloud9 just getting the round taken away from them, so money reset still allows them to buy a bit.
Cloud9 seems to consistently get
looking
hit
at the
by
money
KO9
here.
thrown
Rooney
by
one
Ethan
away
at the
from
beginning
his
of these
ult.
rounds.
Now you
Maybe
can
it's
buy if they lose
intentional here.
this.
So they could try to fake this owl drone.
FNS
see
might
and
struggle a little bit
Want to think
money-wise,
that they want to
but
commit the
be
fight
okay
back
because
towards
of
B.
knives.
But again, because you are playing so far back here on the A side and your initiator is not really there, you have to scale back to play the contact. And there's
Look
the
at the
alarm
call
bot
right
out
now.
in front from Finesse. And look at the instant rotate that happened. I mean, this
Everyone's
has been a
here.
perfect read from the IGL so far of NRG.
Victor
Allowing out Victor to
tanks
get
the
the first
molly
blood
and what a
with the
shot.
operator, and Ethan continuing to add kills after kills as this KO. Not given a chance now for Cloud9 to walk across the Viper wall.
Wait, what?
He's like, wait a minute, what?
Yeah, did he literally just get hit by a
And Moose
knife?
also got picked off at the same time. No value that he was able to get with that Nanostorm because he got the, I guess, hit by the KO knife.
Yeah. Just for a moment. And now it is the push in.
30
It
seconds
seems
left.
like the C9 always have to gain this spot here. If it's not
Spike down
Oxy doing
A.
it, it's just too tough for the rest
There's
of
a
the
world
team to
where
file in and get these
This
frags.
becomes a massive nightmare for
Beautiful job by
C9.
Victor on this one with the
This is a
operator,
hard
too.
round for C9
You
at
can
the moment.
see how
9-10.
NRG on this
They got a
protocol
eco.
and kind of how they're just
It's
throwing
a low
Mosh
buy
or
that's
Lear
like
for the
kind of
round.
good,
NRG can play
but
through it.
it's
Victor
not
walked
great.
out on the Mosh,
But they have a
knowing
lot
that
of big
C9 felt
ults.
safe.
If they
Oh,
all in
I'm gonna
on
take a
this
shot
round
then. Just
without
reading the play,
like with
boom,
the
get
guns
out.
that aren't
These simple
best,
spots they can take an
they
advantage.
can really mess this up.
Where C9 is feeling comfortable and they're just uprooted from that position.
Rotated early. They had
Really stellar
NRG
play
had
here
such a
by
good read
NRG
on
to
this.
bring it back
There's
in
4
their
people
favor.
on site.
Now 3 in a row, it switches that
4 people on
fast.
site with Killjoy
There's gonna
util.
be
It
3
had
ults on
wall
both
and double
sides.
molly. And early alarm
All
bot.
towards A, this death ball.
Almost
See
looks
if it
like
gets deterred.
definitely a tempo, and the scaling that you
Yeah.
have is just to avoid potentially an op standing up here on the top of generator. And
Early
really confirms that
drone.
there's nobody there. And now you will use these
There's one of the
ultimates
ults
on
that
the
I was
attack
talking
side of
about.
Cloud9 with the low buy that you have
This
to
is
try
it,
to
man.
commit here. to fight towards the A site.
Time break. Oh, we use everything to break this. How on
At
earth?
least they'll break it with the mosh.
How on earth did I nearly
Be
survive?
towards the center of the mosh. It's not an easy shot. Great throw though on that lineup, and now they're going to be in sight.
Yeah,
On
to
the
try and
back
get a plant. Well, there's one.
Can they get the plant though?
Got
We'll
a
have to see. I mean, the first wave of util was already canceled, but
spy pro as well.
backs up, gets off by Victor.
Like, this is
Another
exactly what I was
opportunity
talking
potentially to
about.
pick up the spike and try to plant
This is
again.
the all-in on the
Another
low
attempt,
buy.
a third ult coming down, this time with the Viper's Pit.
Spike planted.
Use it all.
NRG
The kitchen sink is coming in just a few seconds too.
loving this right
From
now.
activated by Victor. 2 players on the top of the A tower, trying to drop down for a death ball inside the pit. First contact here towards the pipes. Moose wins it
Yeah,
against
Chad, it looks different on his screen, so I didn't shoot.
Victor.
Blind side.
Moose gets picked off by Ethan instead. Only 2 players left alive for Cloud9 inside of this pit. Both of them playing towards the back of the dice, and Oxy's able to get a couple of kills.
Vanity.
1v1. Once again, the IGL's going
Holy,
head-to-head.
they survived, man. They actually survived. 4 HP as well.
Again,
That's what it came down
in
to.
these moments, the operators
Use
grabbed
all
and
of their
we're
ults
at
into the low buy.
10. How we even
Yeah,
again,
they're basically all in.
And this time we get an ult back out of the side of NRG.
Yeah, they all
So it
in
is
and they
gonna be
just
up to
survived.
these long rifles to start the round off, get that first blood, possibly. As we get here into round 21. Let's rewatch this though. What a take. You saw so much low HP or just a few bullet like shoulder tags was taking them down. C9 doing
Is that
a great
literally
job.
a
It looked
client
scary
diff
that
round?
they were
Yeah, I mean
hiding in
the
same
Viper
spot.
ult and
They
the
were
Viper
back
wall
of the
just
pit,
like
though, trying to drain
goes
energy
different.
as
So
hard
maybe
as
this guy
much
saw
as
him and
possible, just
like
to
he
get
might
the
have seen
biggest
the
advantage
lowest
they
peak
could.
and the other guy in
Another
terms of Sol
opportunity
might
to
have seen
fight
it his
here
highest
early
peak.
for Victor at B.
A little bit unlucky.
It's both operas just missing themselves every time. The jiggle coming out from Vanity, upshot missed. Victor runs away, and that's also the dash depleted. C9 wants a tempo towards B. Snake bite to push once again. Any type of re-peek that could come through from the up of Victor.
Got the orb one way going
Flash,
up
swing.
and down.
Pop flash for a triple swing.
What a shot. What a couple of shots.
2 players left alive, and look at them
Yeah,
instantly go towards the
Still
site.
hate how they're trying to play B at the moment. They're like trying to duel this, but just make this a choke point. They have no one to close gaps here.
Towards yellow.
Why do they give them all the jewels?
This could be 2 rounds for Cloud9.
I get that
based
they're
on how
trying
the
to like
economy's been
flash
going.
peek
We might
together.
get a super low buy here with
but
some hero rifles
I
that
don't think it
NRG
needs to
can
happen.
get themselves into a decent position. But after winning those previous rounds, they're getting 1900 on the current credits. So
Wait, do they?
Moose going
Oh,
home
they
to
actually need to
try
save these.
and take those guns away from NRG, and it could
Do full
easily
loss
be a
bonus.
second map at this point if they can drop everything right now, or a third map, I should say.
That helps.
Finesse definitely was happy that those pipes are thick.
C9 don't have
No
a crazy
opportunities
amount of
for
money.
Moose to get a full kill rather.
Yeah.
As he got the dink. But you definitely do see Cloud9 hunting through. Finesse stays alive for now. So trying to close that gap. There's Crash.
Oh, they take them both down. Yeah, 3K, 3-1, 2-7.
Very,
Bye-bye.
very big kills there from Cloud9. Vanity and team knew exactly what they had to do. Fully coast to coast on the map to look for those
that's
kills
unlucky as
no
well.
matter what. Due to the economy here. And you'll
He didn't
see the
get flash
pressure that
from it.
puts onto NRG here as we get into the next round, round 22. Actually, already it's going to be a timeout to see how they can save the situation that they're in here and make sure this next round doesn't
Animation was
give
still closing.
Cloud9 too much
Viper
momentum.
smoke was still up.
Crazy stuff in this second game, especially what Cloud9 has been able to kind of push out of their mind from game 1 and then bring out this second performance.
And right now off this timeout, I mean, the conditioning you've currently seen from Cloud9 on the attack side is
Flash, yeah, most
the
people high flash
consistent
there.
amount of players at the beginning.
But I mean, the
mirrors come
timing
up
was just
towards
off with the
this
Viper
B side.
smoke anyway.
Potentially one player towards A, but not too much happening towards the middle. I think if I'm not mistaken, they were just leaving like kind of Moose with the turret to watch towards mid, and that's probably an opportunity that NRG could capitalize on, especially if we're looking to see what buy they could bring here going into this round number 22. So far, committing into the Guardians, though it looks like there was going to be 2, but only 1 left now purchased for Som. Will they try to go for at least
Real
that
low
mid
buy.
control? It
Yeah, they
was
can't get
looking
too
to
much
be
into
that
this
at
one.
the beginning, but they're gonna
FNS is
play
saving enough money to buy
more passive.
Victor and Op, something that we know they think is their
start.
big win condition.
Oxy 2 away from that 30 bomb. Just below him is Vanity at 17, but just remember the kills, the impact frags and clutches Vanity has had too. Everybody's participating here for C9 to get this to a third map. And coming out of this timeout, NRG has stacked the A site. Quick thrash towards B. And as NRG move, we obviously will see the full retake here. But question is how many guns can they drop on the side of C9?
How many of them do they get close before the spike goes down?
If anything for Cloud9, though, going against this lower buy of energy, they're able to get a plant, get the round. Even if you lose weapons, the economy should still be pretty decent.
Yeah.
But definitely the objective is here for energy, not only to win a round, but if they lose it, to make sure that these purchases are going to be expensive. It's not looking too good
It's a
to start,
shame.
though.
Could have gone all the way.
Victor
Might
long range with the
have.
Sheriff. Spike yet to get planted so far, though.
What
as
is
we do
going
have
on?
Oxy that pushed all the way up towards Snowman. Now
Dude,
finally,
I
the
know
commitment
this
for
is
the
a
plant.
sideshow.
This time, in the hands of Sepa, he spikes it down. Oxy
But
covering his teammates
imagine
as
there
they
being an
fall back towards
absolute
main.
banger game on.
Not
Sideshow's
making it
talking
easy here
about
for Som and Finesse.
nearing
once again. Streamer duo to work together.
putting juice on your face from an
Sword now
apple to
broken.
get wasps to chase.
I was gonna say, if
Bro,
FNS is still
Sideshow's
clean,
not
so is
alright,
he.
man. What's
And
going
it's
on,
for
dude?
this round, Oxy with 4, Van Silly.
We've got an
Literal
absolute
carry
banger game
in
going
this
on. This guy's
game.
thinking about
The Cloud9 is
wasps.
supporting with all of the util, getting Oxy the space to open up as much as he can in these fights. And even to a point where Vanity is the one holding the operator for Oxy's Reyna in these rounds. So he's got that rifle over his shoulder even on these takes. They know they had a third map on the horizon playing like this. If they can solidify just another round. There's the 32 bomb, by the way.
crazy.
Victor pulls
Okay,
out the
2
op
chances.
again. Possibly
Get out of my
last round
chat,
here
you
with
lot.
Xenon on game point.
And there's that mid control. But
Go
a little
back
bit
to
more
your
passive.
apple
3
juice
players
talk,
holding
whatever you
towards
lot
the
talking
boiler,
about,
2
man.
towards B. A side is fully open.
You
for
weirdos.
energy. Potentially just banking on crashes with the Hunter Sphere at the beginning, but after the first nanoswarms gets broken by Moose, throwing it on top of the boiler, we're going back to standard positions. You definitely see here from the economy.
Yeah,
for
you're just
Cloud9,
talking
they're
stream
good
with
to buy
Valorant in the
all
background.
the way towards the last
Going
round
on?
of regulation. Should they need to go into the last round of regulation?
Push out. Cloud9 actually splitting the forces here for one of the first times in the map.
Aldron hits him, dismisses forward, tries to find Som inside the pit. Som is walking forward. Hunter's Fury is coming out as well to try to get some ping towards that B site. But look at that with a pick coming through.
Okay,
the
someone's
rotated
gonna kill
cross
this
towards
guy.
the A site. And
Someone's gonna
Finesse
take down the raid
rotate.
boss.
Finesse right there. There's that
Whoa.
first, but could not get the second.
That felt like the longest spray off ever.
That
That spike. Oxy's kind of on top of Som's movement here,
Looking
right?
for Som. But you definitely do see energy now taking full control of the map, especially with the spike. There goes Moose. Rotating back, retreating back towards the T-spawn to be able to get that kill.
Oh, that's my bad.
And now he's left alone. His teammates trying to find those lurks, trying to cut those rotates.
No time, it's not
Both of them
doable this time.
losing the fight. With 14 seconds
Ethan would
left,
have to
now
mess
committed
up.
towards A.
Oh,
Alarmbot knows that Ethan's close.
10 seconds left.
Moose is going to stick this one. An opportunity for him to set up now. And a chance to move around. Toxic, there's that drop. And there's
What? Wait, he played that insanely well. I mean, I kind of got, the savage curse, man, really.
And this one's gonna bring us
Bit
to
unfortunate
a
for
third
Ethan
map.
that I had to say that,
What
I
a
guess.
game from C9 specifically